Hey, what's up people? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be analyzing Couriway's brand new 1.16 world record Minecraft speedrun. This run is absolutely insane. If you do want to check out Couriway, I have linked his stuff in the description, as well as a video of his own, giving his own perspective and his own commentary on his run. So if you're interested, make sure to go check that out. Also, I stream every single night on Twitch starting around 10 p.m. PST. Make sure to go check that out. Once again, links in the description. But without further ado, let's get right into the run. So to get things started, Couriway spawns in a plains biome right next to a plains village, notably a plains village with a blacksmith. So a very nice start. Now, let's see what this blacksmith and this village has to offer. It looks like a very promising village. Starts with the first residential house, gets a little food, not a bad start. Checking the blacksmith chest using this SSG strat, and bam, 7 obsidian, a little bit of armor, which is not really that important for a speedrun, but the important things there, it's 7 obsidian, 4 iron, and a saddle. The saddle may or may not be used in this run, but that's still a good thing to find in a chest. But the 7 obsidian is going to be very important potentially later on in the run. We will have to wait and find out. It's always nice to have this, getting the 3 iron or more from the chest, or just getting an iron pick from the chest. You can just mine the rest of the blocks. It's always a good thing to see. And yeah, so this is a good start. Now, why is this so good? Well, this has basically everything you want. I mean, theoretically, getting 3 more obsidian would be the perfect start. If you got 3 more, then, or even, 1 or 2 more, then you're looking really good for the ability to have fast travel, which I'll talk about in a second. But also, getting, the iron is nice. Now, why is iron nice? Well, an iron pickaxe specifically is exactly what you want to see for some strats that we'll have to wait and find out. We'll have to wait and find out. But it's always good to have. It allows you to do more things and play more seats out of that pickaxe. Recently, I've been going for the iron pick with bucket strats no matter what. In every situation that I've had the ability to get an iron pickaxe, I've pretty much been going for it because I think it is really good to have for the most notably for bastions, but also for ruined portals to get those gold blocks. And I just think that it's a great tool, right? I mean, obviously it's good, but I think it can be the difference between having a god seed and being able to play it versus having not necessarily your best time. Because if you don't have the iron pick, some god seeds become not playable. And it is true that there are some situations where not having an iron pick is still a playable, sub 10 whatever potential seed. I mean, in theory. But, theory is one thing, but in practice, I find that the iron pick just helps so much. And so when you get it from a chest, you don't have to trade with villagers and all that good stuff. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. And so a 2-minute and 30-second exit here with an iron pick is looking great. Now, the important thing here is there is no flint and no gravel specifically. And also, more importantly, there's no lava. Now, that's not ideal. Now, the reason why that's not ideal is because with the 7 obsidian, an early nether entrance is actually beneficial here. So normally, moving this far out would be not necessarily bad, but with the 7 obsidian, this is wasted time, essentially. This is wasted time because if you are able to fast travel, you don't want to be moving in the overworld. You want to be moving in the nether. And so while this time isn't completely wasted, it's not a terrible pace. It's still only 3 minutes into the run. It's not a huge deal. But this is technically wasted time when ideally you want to be starting early, quick entrance into the nether and then fast travel the rest of the way to the stronghold. That is in a perfect run. But this is still very, very good. Only at still sub 4 minutes. And while there's not a lava pool yet, but there's a lot of potential lava, lots of desert, and so this run is not dead by any means. Nonetheless, let's see what Couriway can do. So looking around here, there's a couple options. Option 1 is to check the desert to look for lava. And option 2 would be to continue and look for the stronghold or to look for a ravine with lava underneath it. I'd say the best option is to probably stop here and look for lava, though this desert doesn't look too promising. Hopefully, this will give Couriway the amazing lava pool that runners do love to see in their runs. And as we can see, over this little hill, there it is. There's the coveted stone in the sand, highlighting the fact that there is a lava pool right there. And so this time is pretty darn good. entering the Nether at 5 minutes is technically behind world record pace, but notably, Couriway has an iron pickaxe, and also Couriway has the 7 obsidian, which we, again, may or may not see used later on in this run. That's huge. That's huge. I mean, again, fast travel is kind of the one thing that Corb did not utilize. One of the strats that Corb did not utilize in his world record run, that there was kind of room for improvement. There was a decent amount of travel. Now, it was almost entirely ocean, but nonetheless, let's see what Couriway can do with this seed. So a 5-minute entrance, turning down the chunks here, the render distance just to reduce lag and whatnot, and getting a little bit of gold for this bastion over here. Now, as I mentioned, why is a bastion good? Well, it is not necessarily a guaranteed good pace, because if you loot it, if you take a long time to loot it, then it can cost more time than just trading 2 gold and getting 2 pearls. But it is essentially, especially with this one, the bridges variant, this is essentially guaranteed gold. This is essentially just completely guaranteed. Sorry, well, first of all, guaranteed gold, yes, but specifically, I misspoke there. Specifically guaranteed pearls. Trading this much gold is not mathematically impossible not to get 2 pearl trades, but is almost certainly going to give you enough. So that, again, once again, mentioning back to the initial spawn here, pulling up with the gold blocks kind of funny there, but it's okay. This is enough gold regardless. Mentioning the blacksmith at the beginning, this is why the gold is so important to be able to mine with the iron pickaxe, is now Couriway has 14 gold blocks. Almost, it looks like the 15th is held there by the piglin. But still, I mean, that is more than enough gold, and lots of piglins here below. Very nice little trading area here to get all of those beautiful pearls, and specifically to get 3 more obsidian, because remember, that is what is needed. There is 10, you need 10 for the fast travel ability to build a portal, right? But Couriway has started with 7, so 3 more, and that's very reasonable to get. 3 more, and it's looking great. So he's got, what, is that 5 piglins, or 4 or 5? Yeah, 5 piglins trading with lots of gold. I mean, this is looking amazing, but there's one important thing. Remember, I'm not going to get too far into it, but essentially there's different regions. There's one in the positive coordinate section, one in the negative coordinate section. Well, there's multiple within each, but for a speedrun, you're generally not going to go outside of the first region, and each region can spawn 1 structure, which means that you cannot have 2 within the same region. This is getting a little technical. The point is, he's got to find a fortress. He's got to find a fortress, and hopefully it will be nearby, but it is not guaranteed to be nearby. This is one of the worst part about having bastions, is that it does not guarantee having a fortress near you. So, can Couriway after find a fortress? Now, there's a couple things about this run that we have to remember. First, having all of that obsidian allows maybe a potential blind travel. Now, I was mentioning earlier fast travel, and fast travel is great. Educated fast travel is great. When you throw an eye and you know where you're going, and you throw and you build your portal, you know you're going to be going in the right direction. That's great. But theoretically speaking, if you don't go back in the overworld and you don't throw the eye, while it's not guaranteed, of course, it's a very low chance of being near the stronghold. If you do build your portal, there is a chance, of course, of having it be near the stronghold. And theoretically, that's faster. We saw in D-Max's run how a pretty mediocre pace got turned insane really quick because of 1 blind travel. And that is the potential that blind travel has. So, will Couriway be able to have a similar situation? We'll have to see. We will have to see. So, another good thing about bastions is you afterwards, so you do have to travel usually decent ways away. But, I mean, hey, listen. I mean, this is great. There's this thing, and there's the fortress, and he's got pearls. He's able to quickly get over here. Now, I will say this is quite lucky. It's generally, you're not generally when you go into a bastion, you're not gonna have a fortress near you, but there's a chance, and Couriway played this very well, finding the next closest region and getting right into the fortress. Now, there was a chance this was a bastion. There's a chance this was far away, but nonetheless, he played it well, and I'm very impressed. This is a very good run. I actually was talking to some people a few days ago, predicting that the next world record run, I said the next world record run is going to be with a bastion. And, I really do. I was saying this on my stream. I really think that bastions have potential. And I wouldn't be surprised if the next world record run after this one had a bastion, because I really do think that bastions have a lot of potential. And as we're seeing from this run, now, there's a couple things that have to go right here. First, Couriway has to be in an area that when he fast travels out, he will find that stronghold quickly. He's got to be near it. That's really, really important. If he's far away from the bastion not far away from the bastion, far away from the stronghold afterwards, that is tragic. This amazing pace potentially becomes very mediocre. Well, not very mediocre. Even if he's 1,000 blocks away, this could be a sub 20, 100%. But if he's close, then this could be really, really good. So we'll have to see. He's up to 4 blaze rods. This is a bit of a scuffed fortress. Lots of mobs around him. He does have the fire reds, which is another good thing about bastions. They give you the fire reds, which is always good. But yeah, so enough pearls, definitely enough pearls. 5 blaze rods. And let's see. Oh, no, but there's a wither skeleton chasing him. He's got blazes all around him. Now, he's not going to take damage from them, but this is, oh boy. This is not looking too good. But it's okay. It's okay. This is playable. Now, this is one problem with Soul Sand Valley. Well, I don't know if you call it a problem. I could probably call it a problem. With all of these mobs being around you. And this happens with Soul Sand Valley just based on the way that the mob cap and mob spawning works, with this biome specifically and other biomes like it. This happens with mobs flooding around you. But let's focus on what's important, which is that Couriway is leaving the nether. Blind travel. This could be super far away from the stronghold, or it could be very, very close. So we will have to see. Hopefully, he's spawning right next to it, but we will have to see what happens and if this is a world record pace or if this is just a very good pace. It's one of the two. So, getting only 6 blaze rods. Oh, it's a little nerve-wracking, but for world record pace, you gotta hope for the best. I don't blame Couriway whatsoever for going for that. Unfortunately, a little bit of time lost there. Unfortunate. Losing the pearl there, but it is okay. So look at the coordinates here. The number is increasing, which means this could be really far out. This is not necessarily. It's unclear. It's unclear. Well, increasing, decreasing, depending on how you want to look at it. With it being a negative number, I guess technically it's decreasing, but y'all know what I mean. The absolute value is increasing. The distance from 0 is increasing. So this could be good. It's not guaranteed to be good though. It's not guaranteed. This could be super, super far out still, but this definitely could be close. And as we can see, the pearl turns at a sharp angle. That is amazing. That one pearl throw must have made Couriway's heart just completely sink. That is exactly what you like to see. Just you throw 2 eyes within like 100 blocks of each other, and they completely change angles. That's absolutely incredible for blind travel, and it goes directly down. Now, the next thing Couriway is going to do, I believe, here is go for the 4-4 strats. I love to see it. Now, there's a little bit of a creeper over here. Kill that real quick, and then we're going to start digging. Now, the stronghold has an entrance, and every single stronghold has an entrance, and it always spawns, the center of it spawns at 4-4. Within the chunk, you can see the chunk coordinates say 4 and 4, and that is how you know that you are in the center of this little structure, this little spiral staircase that goes down to the bottom. And that's really important. As you can see, falls right through the middle. I will say, real quick, I recommend digging at like 5-4 or like 4-5 or 5, et cetera, because that way you don't take the fall damage. But it is okay. We're in the nether. We're in the end. We're not in the nether. We're doing great. This is way better than being in the nether at 13 minutes. We're in the end at 13 minutes. Oh my goodness. This is unbelievable. Couriway now going for perch strats. This is another difference between his and Corb's run, is he's going for the perch strats, and this is now looking, it was looking amazing before, but now it's looking even better. This is incredible. This pace is really, really good, and going for the perch strats gives him that slight edge potentially on Corb's run. This could be the difference. This could be it. This might be the world record. We'll have to see. Is it going to be the world record? I don't know. We'll have to. Definitely don't get a spoiler based on the title of this video. No, don't do that. But let's see. Couriway seeing the dragon cycling around that back tower. This is looking amazing. This is perfect. This is exactly what you want to see. Not towering up anymore because Couriway is ready to throw his pearl. And this is beautiful. This is the nerve-wracking moment. Can Couriway execute the 1 cycle and finish this run off at 14:08, placing the block, getting ready with 8 beds? You're not going for slabs. That's okay. Just going for the standard full block method with the first bed going in. A little bit of a low damage. The second one not doing too great, but the third one doing a solid amount there. Fourth one, very good. Fifth one, very good here. And, oh, that one wasn't the best, but the last one finishes off with a 7-bed 1 cycle. An absolutely incredible run. Couriway finishing off a world record pace at 14:36 in game time. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.